Right, hello. Hello. Right, hello everybody. Right, welcome to a Train Sim World 4 Q&A. So, if you think in this scenario, in this stream, guys, we're going to be doing any gameplay, or driving routes, or driving locomotives, or doing scenarios, or doing a turntable scenario, that's completely where you're wrong. I've taken this opportunity, guys, to do this Q&A to get some questions that I keep getting bugged with on my YouTube channel. So, to answer the questions for you. So, as I say, I'll put my social links down below, guys. I'll put a link to this game down below as well. So, into the Train Sim World 4 Q&A. As I say, my next train... So, let me get question number 1 out of the way. Question number 1. This is one of my own questions, guys, that I've got to get out of the way. So question number 1. Why am I cancelling all Train Sim World 4 streams for further notice at the moment? Well, the answer to that is, guys, is because when I do Train Sim World 4 content on this channel, guys, I don't just focus on British stuff. I focus on British stuff, American stuff, German stuff, Austrian stuff, French stuff, and all those sorts of routes. So I like to cover everybody. But because I was going to do a 7 days of Train Sim World, I did put some what was it called? I did put some things out to say, right, what routes do you want to see, what locos and all that do you want me to see? And all the feedback I kept getting was just, oh, well, do a British train route, do a British train, and then as soon as I put some like German or American in there, you guys were just like, oh, I can't be bothered. But the thing is, also clicking onto that, you guys were like, because I put some freight things out there as well, and you guys were just like, oh, freight, really? It was just all passenger. So that's the reason why I cancelled Train Sim World 4 streams for the foreseeable future at the moment. As I say, I don't have an ETA of when Train Sim World 4 will be back on the channel, guys. I do not have a clue. So yeah, that's the future of Train Sim World 4 on my channel. So question number 2, another one of my questions. People moaning at me in streams about audio on FPS. As I say, guys, I am aware, so the answer to that is I am aware. I do have FPS problems in my videos and streams. I do have audio problem in my videos and streams. As I say, for the FPS, guys, I can't help it, because sometimes my internet messes up or Twitch messes up. I can't help it. But for my audio, guys, I do try my best to try and make my audio work. I test my audio at the beginning of every stream. I always go hello. I test my audio at the beginning of every stream. I always say in every single stream or video, guys, I do apologise about if there's any FPS or audio problems. I do always apologise for it. Okay. So moving on to question 1. And yes, I will say people's names in this stream, video, not stream, you absolute big nick. So yeah, these are all the questions and everything. Right, question number 1. So, somebody says, actually, bear with me a second. So, I do apologise if I get this person's name, but Slomak Aslime says, for some reason, they can't get out of the tutorial, but did all the training modules but can't access any other things like timetable mode or any of the other new maps. Well, all I can suggest to that is 1, do you have all your maps installed? 2, do you have all your locomotives installed? If you don't, or you do, what I can suggest there is reinstall all your maps and DLCs. Reinstall, that's all I can suggest to that one. Okay, So, moving on to question number 2. So, somebody, what's it? Charlie ZKM says, will the camera stay still when the train is moving? Right, so talking about free cam. We're talking about free cam here. So, just say you're in a train, guys, and you're moving. So you're going at, I don't know, say 70 miles an hour, and you want to click on that free cam. So, okay, you click on the free cam. So just say you're on PC, you click, I think it's button 8. If you're on Xbox or PlayStation, you click the right analog stick, and then it'll put you into free cam. Now, the question is, will the camera stay still when the train is moving? Well, the first camera, shall we say, the first camera is the camera that focuses on the front of your train. And then, as I say, if you're on console, use the D-pad switch between cameras. So yeah, as I say, camera 1 focuses on the front of your train. Camera 2 focuses on the back of your train. Camera I think it's the next camera, I think, I'm not 100% sure what the next camera is, but if the next camera is the free cam, guys, you can literally go to the side of the track. So go to the front of your train, go to the side of the track, or go in front of the train, and if the train's whizzing past, yes, the camera will stay still. Okay, so moving on to the next question, and this question is... Okay, so from Rebird02, they say, has this route... So, they're talking about the West Somerset Railway route here. Has the West Somerset Railway route been updated? Yes, it has. It's been remastered. There's 2 different timetables. You've got the diesel timetable, and you've also got the steam Garlic timetable as well. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Okay, so this question's come from Andy Puppy Dog. So he says, he tried and it works, but accelerating's very slow. Do you know how to solve it? Well, this is on the class 801. So, if you're on the electric mode, if you're on the electric mode, literally the acceleration on the electric mode is very fast. But if you're on diesel mode, let me explain. With the 801, the 801 has a small diesel engine, and the acceleration, yes, on the diesel mode is very slow, but on most diesel trains, the acceleration on diesel is very slow. But you can only go, I think, with the diesel engine on the class 801, you can only go 35 miles an hour, and that is it. It won't go any faster. So hopefully that answers the question. If it doesn't, Andy Puppy Dog, feel free to put more information in the comments down below on this video. Okay, so Dreamybull Y2NB, I've already answered that question of does the camera stay still when the train's moving. I've answered that question already. Okay, bear with me a second. Okay, so this is coming from Jamie La 5907. He says, he asked me, he has purchased the route. This is to do with Somerset Railway from a piece. The thing is, to talk about that, do you have literally? You said you purchased the West Somerset Railway on a different version. It should have come over to Train Sim 4. If it's not, I would say, like I've said before, reinstall it again, see if that works. Okay, so moving on to another question from Mank-FH5WE, saying to me that I talk too fast. Well, to answer your question there, yes, I know I talk a bit fast, but sometimes I can't help it, 'cause it's in my nature to talk fast, so sometimes I can't help it. Okay, moving on to the next question. Yeah, I've already answered the big sound problem. I am going to pull this person up, Anth5575. I'm not going to answer your comment because you swore at me in the comment. So I'm not going to answer your comment or question. So all I'm going to say, guys, on this channel, if you're going to be asking me questions or anything like that, please do not swear at me because I will refuse to answer the question. And 2, please don't be judgmental on this channel, guys. As I say, this channel is for everybody. As I say, if you're judgmental against specific things, all I can say there, please use the door and go away, because I don't want those sorts of comments on my channel. Okay, so to answer the question from Adam Philippe White, saying here, do you have to complete all the training to get into the game or to access free mode and timetable? No, you do not. As I say, you can do your training and all that sort of thing, or you could just skip the training and all the timetable and free roam will all be already there. Okay, moving on to this person, which is Doodoo Games -ID9RH. So to answer that question, how do you pass a red signal on free mode? So what you do is you get your train. So you get your train. So let me just go to the railway track here, and I will show you. So you bring up this menu, which is tab on PC, left on PlayStation, left on the Xbox. You bring up your train, say whatever train you want to, literally. So if you've got any train, click on it. I say I'm not going to spawn a train, but I say click on the train you want, spawn the train on the tracks, and then what you want to do is go to your map, which that's not the map, you absolute dim. So you go to your map like that, and then what you want to do is you want to click on your train, so your train will come up blue at the station. You want to click on your train, then go to set path, and then once you click on set path, it will come up with a cross icon, so like not a cross but the up and down cross. It'll come up with that. Click on where you want to go, so just say you want to go to the station, next station down, or you want to go all the way down the track, like all the way down the route there. What you want to do there is click on that route, then it'll come up with confirm or cancel. Click confirm, and then the red light at the end of the track or the railway line will go green. Okay. Okay, so Animal VL9515. Can you connect a locomotive and the Class 37, the Euro Phoenix one up? Depends really on what coupler you're using. If it's the hook coupler, it depends on what side of the Flying Scotsman you're trying to connect up. If it's the back, I don't think it'll work. If it's the front, it should work. If that doesn't work, I have not got any more suggestions for that, sadly. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Okay, Danny Osborne 6975. So they wanted to use a train on free mode from Preston to Blackpool, but there are no. So if you're going to use an electric train on Blackpool to Preston, sadly there's no overhead lines. So you'll have to wait to see if somebody makes a more modern version, or I don't know what else to really suggest really. Okay, so I've answered. Okay, so Matthew, Windows 5388. They said they had trouble spawning, but do that. Okay, I'm going to skip your question because I don't know what you're trying to say there. Okay, so for Taj-Rico2238, for your answer, for your question there, I am going to be remaking a tutorial for the class 323. I am going to be remaking it again because it'll be better. Because, as I say, you get the West Midlands Railway 323, and you've also got the Northern Rail 323. So I'm going to redo it. Okay, so moving on to how to use the guard panel in the class 158. Again, that's going to be a video, so who asked me that question? Okay, Jaden Villa 580. Yes, to answer that question, I am going to be remaking the class 158 guard panel video because that has actually been updated now. So when I made that video, guys, it was in the early access, so I'm going to be redoing that video. To answer the question of Sarah Holly 6213, is there guard mode available in this game? No, there is no guard mode available in this game. It's only in that one scenario of on the gloss-up line of how to be a guard. Other than that, there's no guard mode on this game. Okay, so moving on to Evan Stolback 9588. Can you spawn trains that appear in previous titles? Yes, you can. So all trains that you've had in Train Sim 2020, Train Sim 2, Train Sim 3, they all work in Train Sim 4, so you can spawn them again. Okay, the Paramedico NHS 999. They've asked me there, is it worth buying the Deluxe Edition or the Flying Scotsman separate DLC? If you just want the Flying Scotsman on its own, just buy the Centenary Edition. To answer the question on Mark Rudd 6494, can you spawn and stop at all stations or just finish? So basically, I went over this earlier. If you want to spawn a train, spawn the train, and then literally create a route to the stations you want to stop at. So say go from London St Pancras to Stratford International. When you get to Stratford International, set up another route to go to Ebbsfleet International and then Ashford International and so on. Yeah, to answer the question for people to access this menu here on PC, so ESEOPU said if you want to get this menu up, guys, it's tab on PC. Okay, so to move on to the next one. Okay, I've just answered Burger Dog 75. I've answered that question. Maybe Randy 1, I've answered that question as well. Is Petor? Yeah, I've answered that question. To answer Donny the Transport and HP Fan, probably your name's a lot longer than that. Bear with me on that one. As I say, to answer that, all my routes, all my scenarios and routes and things are done on Xbox if you want to know. The Train Hunter one, okay, I'll answer your question while I'm here. Can you choose a route? Depends on what you mean. Okay, so to answer Evans, Emerge, how to skip tutorials, you're stuck. Well, here's the thing, you don't always have to do your tutorials, you can just go straight into the game and do free roam timetable, So free roam, timetable, and scenarios without doing the tutorials. Okie dokie. Well, I think, to be honest with you, that is most of my questions for Train Sim World Air 4 anyway. The Train Hunter, to let you know, I am not going to be playing a route on this video. This is just a Q&A. I'm not going to be driving any trains or anything like that. If you want to look at any of the trains I drive and all that, feel free to go to my YouTube channel. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's all the questions I'm going to be covering in this video. If there's any more questions or anything that crop up, guys, feel free to put them in the comments down below in this video, and I will try to make another Q&A video and try and answer them in that. But yeah, I will be back streaming again, guys, on Saturday, because I am out of town tomorrow, so there'll be an IRL video tomorrow instead. So yeah, I will be back on Saturday for a stream. I don't know what we're streaming yet. But yeah, like I say, guys, I'll put a link to this game down below. I'll put my social links down below. And yeah, there we go. But yeah, like I said, my two questions at the beginning, guys. Why am I not doing Train Sim World 4 on this channel for further notice? Because most of you are obsessed with British DLCs, and I want to try and be a bit more lenient on this channel with trying to cover everything on Train Sim World 4, not just British DLCs. And my other question that I had to answer was to do with audio and FPS. To answer that, guys, I know there's problems with my audio, I know there's problems with my FPS, but with my audio, guys, I'm trying to sort it out. With the FPS, sometimes it depends on how my internet is, and sometimes it depends on how Twitch wants to be. But yeah, there you go, guys. I hope I've answered the majority of the questions. But yeah, there we go, guys. As I say, I will be back on Saturday with hopefully with another stream. But yeah, there you go, guys. As I say, any more questions you want me to answer, guys, feel free to put them in the comments down below. I will try my best to help. And as I say, I'll make another Q&A video out of that. But yeah, there you go, guys. As I say, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Stay safe, stay happy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.